Hot dang, y'all. Was back. All right, y'all, I got quite a few tabs under there, but I need a couple more. So anyways, you guys, we got the floorboard on there. It came with a couple scratches in it. This is the better looking side. Probably from them loading the material on the flatbed and the other material they brought me. I don't know, but that's the best looking side, so that's what we used. But we got it cut and shaped on there, and now I gotta put all these tabs I just cut here under the seat for the sheets of aluminum for under the seat. So that's where we're at with that dimension, y'all. All right, y'all, I got the piece on under the seat. I got the tabs in there. I'm not gonna rivet it down, obviously, because this needs painted. I might put 2 or 3 rivets in for them to be able to drive it home, and they can just drill them out and pull them off, or they can just throw the pieces in the bed of the truck. And I'll give them the rivets to put in there if need be, but they're gonna do the painting and stuff, because I no longer paint anything. I don't wire up boats anymore either. I lose too much money, it takes too much time. Yes, I can do it, but I choose not to, because for the time involved and the money to be made, it's not worth it for me. I can make more money doing these riggings and pumping them out and letting them take them to go get powder coated, paint them themselves. But anyways, that's where we're at with it at the minute, fellas. I'm gonna take a break. It is 1:35. I've been going since right before 7 o'clock this morning, so I'm gonna go take a little break for a minute and get back at it here soon. All right, you guys, tackling something I've been dreading this whole time, and I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of putting it off, and I'm just gonna tackle it and get it over with. But first thing is first. All right, so I would have never known it just by picking the rudder up and looking at it like I've done several times. How off square the rudder is too. I don't know how much. Let's try it. My screen on my GoPro is going all crazy. I hope it's recording. All right, y'all, so we're gonna try this again. I put it on a charger and hoping something happens, but that was on the rudder. I didn't realize how off square this rudder was until I seen this plate. You can clearly see how off square it is with the rudder, and now you look at the top of the rudder, you can tell it's very off square, like a lot of other things on this. Doing stuff like this, I'd usually charge extra for, but these boys have been ripped off by so many people they took this boat for too, that I felt bad and entitled to tell them that it would be a certain price and it would not go over. So I'm going to keep my word on that and do a little bit of this extra stuff that was never talked or discussed about or known about. But this was on top of the rudder. For one, I don't think they make a hind joint that big. 2, whatever that's riding in is going to eat that aluminum up, and before long you're going to have a bunch of play and slack in it. And it's crooked as can be. I don't know if you can see it, but it is crooked. Oh, let's see. It's crooked. So anyways, I know the shop's a mess, y'all. It gets like this every time I get on working on a boat, and when the boat's done, I clean it before the next one comes in. Anyways, that has to be changed. I'm gonna put hind joints on the steering for the rudder, but I have to make a steel plate because I don't have any stainless. But I'm gonna make a steel plate and remount it on the rudder on the top and bottom to replace these, because this is junk. Looks good, but it's junk. So I'm working on that now. I've already marked out my piece of steel, and I am going to weld a stainless bolt to it to go into the hind joint. You guys will see shortly. But I've been dreading this rudder and putting it on the whole time of the boat, and I'm just over it. I'm going to get it over with, get it started, and get it done. I would like to use a 1/2" bolt, but I don't have any 1/2" hind joints, and I didn't put that into the build because I didn't think about it, because I didn't know about it. So I have some 3/8 hind joints, and 3/8 is pretty strong. So I'm gonna use 3/8 bolts and stuff. So I'm working on getting this rudder situated, and we're gonna try to get it mounted. So, but again, you can see that thing is off square as can be. Well, all right, y'all. Apparently this guy did not know what he was doing, because one, that's off centered and crooked. Two, all these bolts, this is a whole nother plate. Instead of doing a small plate like he did on the top or bottom, whichever the heck it is, this whole piece is a plate I'm gonna have to take off in order to get this thing off. All right, y'all, see what I'm saying? That one on top of this big old rudder. Look how off square it is. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but good God almighty. I bet the guy who built this rudder built that hull too. It's screaming it. I don't think that feller stayed in business long unless he learned from his mistakes and took criticism. What a mess. All right, y'all, they are back on the plates exactly how they came off the original plates. I drilled these because originally I was going to bolt them back to the aluminum, but being as I'm not, because of the bolts of being in the way of the heim joints from helping the rudder to turn, I put my plates on top of the plates that I made, lined them up with the original holes, marked everything, so the holes drilled in this lined up with the holes off the marks of the plates, and everything in the same angle they were at and everything. So it's all exactly back on the plates. They're going exactly back on the rudders the way they exactly were from original. There come chopper going over my shop. But I don't know how much more I'm gonna work on this today, because it is my birthday, and that took a long time. I got out here decently early because my mother-in-law was home today. She lives with us, so I didn't have to start watching my son. I got out here about 7:45. It is almost 3 o'clock. I didn't realize it was that late. I really thought it was about 12:30. But rudder's on. It's good to go. It's super strong. God dang it, y'all. I had the whole rudder on there, had it all set up, had it all mounted. God dang! Alright. Got this rudder situation figured. Alright. What a pain in the butt. I'll never do another one of these again. I bet the same guy built the hull built the rudder. One side's completely straight, the other side's got an angle on it. Their original mounts that I made so hard and did work so hard to put back in the same spot were wrong. Talked to a lot of my down south fellers, and they said that the way it was set up, someone was going to get really hurt. The stick was going to get snatched out of their hand. The wind from the prop was going to take the rudder. The mounts, worm is. Alright, these mounts were way too far down. That's where it went. It's supposed to be way up here at 9 inches instead of down there where it was. So all these plates that I replicated to make, we can just throw them right in the trash. I had to make new ones, and I come up with a whole new mounting system which I already made. I didn't have any angle, so that's what I come up with. It don't look bad. I wish I had some angle, but I didn't have angle because this boat I didn't think required angle, and I didn't think I was going to have to mess with this rudder. I didn't think it was going to be wrong. I had it built and already set up, and had to take it all off, cut my other mounts or tabs I had made off because they weren't right. Once the rudder got adjusted, it was all wrong. Before the rudder got adjusted, it was all wrong, I mean. But now, they had this line right here, which yes, that was for their rivets, but I guarantee that was where that tab was supposed to be, because that is 9 inches from here to here. All them boys down south said it's supposed to be 8-9 inches max. Set it at 9 if you can. So that's where I set it. Here's my dog leg situation I got on here. Works great. Plenty of travel. I started building their stern stick, which is right here. I just put caps in the ends and cap that in, cap that in. But here's a rudder stick. I'm gonna have to get 2 more hind joints to finish the steering out. But I put these nice tabs up in there for their Gouda bearing, goddamn pillar bushing things. They're in there, the floor's cut made. I tacked this side of the wire from here down, same with there down. I still have to tack all the wire together all the way around the rest of the boat, or the cage. That rudder was a pain in the butt. It whooped me. It whooped me good. I will never do another one of them single rudders again. I got my nice bushings up in here for the dog leg steering. Alright, y'all. We're this goddamn close to being done, alright? Only thing I have left to do is tack this here cage wire all together. Now, I've already been doing it for a minute, but there's still a lot to do left. To fill y'all in, I'm down south, fellers, and they said if I didn't change that mount and put it where it's supposed to be, the wind of the prop was going to take this rudder and throw it that way and rip the stick out of their hand, and it's going to hurt somebody. And I don't want nobody getting goddamn hurt, especially off something I'm doing. I'm gonna make sure it's right before it leaves this here shop. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All right. So, multiple different mounts I've made on this thing to make it the way they had it when they brought it here, because I figured that's how it's supposed to be. Because again, y'all, this is the first one I've ever done. Single rudder it is. So anyways, I didn't have any angle, so I made this here contraption on the top and the bottom to mount the rudder. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool looking if you ask me. But everyone's got their own goddamn opinion. That someone could say it looks like trash. But to me, I think it looks alright. Alright. Alright, guys. She's done. Alright. I might have went a little crazy on putting all the rivets in, but I put them all in so I could keep it tight as I drilled each hole from my tab from the bottom through the top. So that's why I went a little crazy. But the rivets, you can drill them right out and pop them out. If he wants to put bolts in there, he can put bolts. When he picks it up tomorrow, if he says he wants to put rivets in it, I'll give him the rivets to put in there, because you got to drill those out and take them off to paint it. I know I went a little crazy, but I wanted it nice and tight as I drilled each hole so nothing got oblong and off to the side and all that stuff. That's why I did that. Because I don't have no help. I don't have nobody to help hold it down while I drill it. So I use the rivets as my helpers to help hold it as I drilled each hole. But here she is. All the wires tacked together. You don't hear nothing loose. Rudder's on, everything's on. My cool dog leg stern that I custom designed years and years ago. But yeah, yo, she's done. She is done. My dog Stossel, yeah, he's named after an airboat. What's up, bub? You gonna say hi to YouTube for us? Huh? You gonna say hi? All right. All right, I'm my big boy. Well, y'all, let's go end this here video. I still have one thing left to do, and that's vacuum out in there because there's a lot of metal dust in there. I'm gonna vacuum it out. But other than that, guys, we're done. Done with this thing. So, man, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It's gonna help me out, and it's gonna help you guys out, because one of you guys that subscribe could be the winner of my giveaway boat that we're gonna start giving away and building when we get to 50K subscribers. So thank you guys so much for watching. It does mean the world to me that you guys are watching these videos. Remember, as always, guys, I love you. Jesus loves you. He died for y'all. He went to the cross and died a terrible death for y'all's sins, my sins, and all who believes. So remember that at the end of the day. And until next time, guys, see ya.